Coming to you from Crunchyroll HQ, this is the Gachiakuta After Show, where each week we're talking out the trash and breaking down the latest from the anime series, sharing our favorite moments, and so much more. I'm your host, Leah President.
It's your favorite resident giver, LeAlec Murray.
No, I'm your favorite resident giver, Nick Friedman.
Wow.
Baby, I'm a giver.
Wow.
Let's enter the abyss
Together! Oh my gosh, guys.
This was a sweet little episode, so we're kind of like, the action is wrapping up
Yes.
of this.
Is it?
Like,
Is it?
well, for
Damn,
now.
that was loud. That was so loud.
Got to make sure you hear him in the back seat.
Kids back there, can you hear us? In the car behind us?
Okay, guys, this episode has so much going on, so we're going to just dive right into the recap. So, Rudo is kind of just like, damn, y'all, that was tough. Anyway, I need some candy.
Which is, like, I love this episode just, like, right off the bat because, like, we talked about on the show before how they have so many dense, like, heavy moments.
Yeah.
And then...
Taking a breath.
Yeah,
the
and then they just take a
levity in
beat.
the show is
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, yeah.
With the drive-by, with the sunglasses.
Yes.
We'll talk about that
my
later.
gosh.
We'll talk about that later.
I'm just kidding. They had way cooler music than that.
Don't throw shade on Vanessa Carlton,
Oh,
bro.
my God, bro.
Dude, yeah, she's going to be in the DMs. So, well, that's the next point.
They make fun of Grease's driving because he drives real slow.
Because he's just like a grandpa.
But then we get the
Everyone's falling
next
asleep.
segment of this show, which is they go to visit Zanka in the infirmary.
Mm-hmm.
Rudo brings flowers, and it's super cute.
But it was like, don't touch my flowers. I'm like, okay, bro, I won't touch them. Don't worry, bro. But then he was like, I'm worried that I'm making everybody like
Adjust to customs
to
from
me.
the sphere. Yeah.
And I'm like, what a conscious king.
That's really
Yeah.
healthy behavior.
He was, yeah,
bro.
he was really like, he really thought about that. He was like, oh, I don't want to push my, like, you know, spherite, you know, customs on them, and they have their own thing that they do down here.
We love it. We
Love
Our
it.
anti-assimilationist king.
Oh, wow, that's a big word.
There you go.
Remlin shows up with the
I love-
Canvas Town mayor.
I love this scene too, bro. It's so
and they're like, well, okay, so they're talking about the damage that Zanka has sustained. And you're like, damn, that really was
This
intense.
poor guy. He always
And
is
then
like,
And then they show up and Remlin's like, yeah, so the charm that I drew on you that was supposed to protect you didn't, because I didn't do it correctly.
I did something silly, goofy.
So everyone except for you is protected. And you're like, oh my God,
no.
he took all that damage without like he was. That's how powerful Zanka is. That's
Yeah.
how resilient he
Yeah.
is. We're going to talk a little bit later about what
yeah.
about what the charm that he
Little
painted
Popeye.
was actually for.
it's so good.
But Zanka takes this really well and is just like, you know what? I just want to get stronger. I want to get better. And it's okay. I'm alive.
He really
basically.
It was so
and
funny.
Talk about like characters maturing. Like this was also like a really mature moment for Zanka.
Agreed.
When you first meet him in the series, and he's kind of like, "Bleh!"
Yep.
He like
Getting chased with a plunger.
yeah, getting poop flung on him. In this moment, especially because we had gotten a flashback about him like a couple episodes prior.
Yep.
Like this moment is very much him realizing that like, hey, I'm not strong enough, and that's nobody's fault but my own.
I feel like that's the arc a lot of these characters went on this season. That they are realizing. I mean, Engine knows. He knows the whole time. It's why he's pulling all these strings. But
Yeah,
they're all realizing that they're stronger together.
yeah. Puppet Master Engine.
And then where do we close this episode?
So we have sort of like a mysterious new character, or maybe Fu, who was abandoned and crying and sad at the end. But then we find that Norde survived.
Well, we see
see a
we see a
body.
body.
We don't know if they're alive.
Right, we see a body.
because
we don't know if
they're
they survived.
okay. Well, I'll say then their quote unquote death was crazy and a banger.
Because they literally looked like the guy stepped out of existence.
Okay,
Yeah.
we got to talk about
Because I wasn't here last week, so I'm trying to chat.
that. Is okay. That's the recap
That's the-
because
yep.
we have to go into the dumpster dive. So leading up to this moment, there is this final scene with the Raiders where they're discussing the events as an experiment that succeeded because they wanted to know if they could cross the border without instantaneously dying,
Right.
basically. And
So now we might have some knowledge getting passed on to the others if Norde is alive.
Yep.
Exactly.
Because she saw some ish.
Yes. And apparently the cleaners did cross the border. They're already working on a new trash beast that can make this trek. Zodal is talking about what happened, and I can't remember which character kind of like basically says that like Nuerde didn't have what it took to survive, right? I think this happens. And
This
then
is such a hater moment. 'Cause
Yeah.
she like saved everybody.
and
in
then
that
Zodal
hall.
is like, she was a fierce warrior.
I
Yeah.
think he was.
like
I don't.
put some respect on
Yeah.
the
I don't
name.
remember if he was directing it to anybody, or maybe he was, and he was directing it toward Bundus because that was
Yeah.
when he promoted him.
Right. Bundus gets promoted.
Right.
And we learn about the mystery of the chokers. And Zodal believes that the giver who created the chokers, which that's also how Engine communicates with,
The other cleaners.
yes, from at HQ also, believes that whoever created it has a Watchman piece. So does that mean there's more than just the 3?
So I think we've discussed this because I want to say it's come up in the show and I'm not 100% sure, but I think there is the Watchmen series is a full set, which means
like 4, 5,
which means-
7.
I'm like,
which means it's probably like at least 5 pieces.
Also, they make a joke that if they get all the pieces, they can make a wish, which I think was a Dragon Ball reference.
that's really funny.
That's kind of where my brain is like, maybe there are 7.
yeah.
But I'm like, how? Okay, if the Watchman is that big old thing in the sky with his arms crossed, does that mean he like ascended somehow?
It has something to do with the angels. I would
Definitely
bet.
has something to do with the angels.
Yep.
Maybe it's like the Watchmen series is like equipment that's given to the angels, perhaps,
Or
by
it's-
the Watchmen.
Or it's
Like a Gabriel sword of some
yeah,
Yes.
like a yeah.
like the Watchman is imbuing his power in these items, and the air and the angels figure out who best to give it to.
Y'all, next week.
I need to find some stuff
Next
out.
week
I'd
is
like,
gonna be great.
You not ready, fam? We not ready. The thing that's also like, and I want to kind of stay here for a minute before we move because I know we got to move to Pipple. But when Bundus gets promoted, we like there's that shot where we see him because he's like talks about being on the front lines and like getting his new assignment. But there's that shot where we see him and then we see the rest of the Raiders behind him.
Yes. Do we know all those characters?
I don't think we do.
because I saw Jabber.
And I think that's the point. And that's the point I wanted to make is that we see Jabber, we see Zodal, we see Manhole Kid.
But maybe there's some that we're not aware of.
But I think there's some that we don't know.
Okay.
Especially because Zodal was almost specifically like
You've joined the high ranks.
Yeah, you've joined the high ranks. Norde has failed. Fu failed. They're not going to be a part of this, and I think there's going to be some more characters.
the
that show
Foo
up.
Failers instead of the Foo Fighters. Anyway, go ahead.
It's all right.
It's
It
fine.
was like
You
a
know,
6.
You win some, you lose some. Like
Yeah.
you just gotta you gotta put yourself out there.
Yeah, and if you're listening, stay humble, stay confident.
Yeah.
Let's jump into the pit bull. I need to talk about Zanka's big buff arm.
Dude, okay, yes. So we didn't dive fully into this because we wanted
Holy
to talk about it more, but go ahead.
The charm that Remlin put on Zanka is to make his arm really big, like
Turn him
buff.
into Popeye.
Just the one arm. He's like
Not even both,
he's
just
like,
one.
He's like, go like this,
just
and he
did
like
this.
motions to do like a flex with his bicep,
And we're all
And he
waiting.
does
It's
it,
like-
and there's like
yeah.
a pause, and then just it almost like clocks him in the face, like knocks him out with his own arm. Like it was such a point of levity. It was so well timed.
It really
and-
was
oh my
because I
God.
didn't know what the hell to expect
funny.
at all. And when Remlin was like, "Go like this,"
You're like,
and then he does it, and Zonka's just kind of like, and you just get this like couple second
Yeah.
pauses.
The comedic
I'm like in
timing
my
is
head,
so
I was
good.
like,
But not only
his arm is gonna inflate.
not
isn't
only
it?
that, the way it deflates, and it's like.
It reminds me of SpongeBob's.
Oh yeah, where he
inflated
gets
arms.
poked with a needle. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
You talk about levity in the series. That was like after such a heavy set of episodes,
Yeah.
like that was like the icebreaker right there.
And
It
Leah,
was
I
so
think
good.
your pit pull was kind of
Yeah, kind of in the same vein of like the suspense work up to the moment of Big Buff Arm. But also, I really loved it when Rudo, there, like on a more serious note, and then we'll get back to the silly goofiness. But like when he said something along the lines of like, I just want to sit here with this piece
Yeah.
that I've found here,
Yeah.
and I'm like, damn, that's bars.
Yeah.
and his arm blows.
And then the arm blows up. Yeah. That was actually like when Rudo said that, like it made me feel really kind of bad for him because like he hasn't had like really a moments of peace since he's
No,
like,
yeah, it has been
when
like
he was on the sphere
yeah.
and then when he gets to the ground and he hasn't really like
some long days.
he hasn't just had a
Put in the
moment
hours.
to stop. And this was like the first moment that they've all had to like
It kind of has me hoping that the next episode, again, we're anime only. The next episode is like, we get the cleaners kind of chilling out epilogue style from the events of these past few episodes, and then we get the raiders plotting. So they're not intertwined, so there's not a big fight, but I hope it's just...
Raiders be plotting.
Episode 23 felt very much like an ending.
Yeah.
So
It felt...
That's what I mean. I'm like, it's going to be like a cool down.
Yeah, I'm
maybe.
really interested to see the cool down, the ramp up.
Okay, what is your pit pull?
I love this moment so much.
That's so good.
So right when everybody is kind of like trying to recover, the gang tries to go and get medicine for everybody. And they pull up in town and they're like, in their SUV. And Engine is driving so fast that he has to like swerve and like almost kind of like hits this guy. And the guy, like, in a very much like scammy, like insurance scam way, was like, "You're gonna hear from my." And you just see the gang roll down all of the windows. And it's just them with this loud hip hop music blaring and them staring at him in sunglasses, just death glaring the guy.
Get in, loser. We're going
They
cleaning.
looked good, too.
And they're just like, and the guy is like, freaks out. And then they just roll up the windows and drive off. It is
so
the
good.
absolute best. And I forgot what somebody who was in the car that was talking to Engine. I think they were making fun of the way that Grease was driving.
Yeah, because he was driving slow.
And Engine was like, "Do we have to have the music so loud?" Like, it was so funny.
I love this show.
It was so great, man.
And man, okay, so like we haven't really had any filler episodes, but it like the art of the filler episode is amazing because it does give
really
like
is.
it gives you like an insight in how the characters interact like on down moments
Yeah.
or
Gives you
like
a moment
in
to take a
between
breath.
or like how like when it's not battle.
Yeah.
And I think that has been like very much fulfilled for me with moments like this because I'm like like it just feels good like
Yeah, because it doesn't feel like filler or it doesn't feel like it's slowing
great
down. Like, it
shonen-
feels like it's a part of the show.
A great shonen or shonen adjacent has mastered the art of the slice of life.
yeah.
You have to be able to play in both spaces.
I agree.
Because those are the moments that really attach you to those characters.
Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all, that is it for episode 23 of Gachiakuta, and with it, the Gachiakuta after show. There is one episode left.
Of both.
So if you're not caught up, what are you doing? How are you on this episode if you're not caught up? Catch up, rewatch if you need to, go back and listen to the weird speculation we probably had early on that we were totally off base on. And we'll see you back. We'll see you back here next week for the finale of the Gachiakuta after show. Lee, you ready to take us out?
Things are happening.
Because that means we're one step closer to the end. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Gachiakuta After Show, brought to you by Crunchyroll and the folks over at Sony Music Entertainment. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode.
The Gachiakuta After Show is hosted by me, Nick Friedman, LeAlec Murray, and Leah President.
Woohoo.
We're executive produced by Jonathan Hirsch, Joanna Clay, and me. Thank you to our lead producer,
Whoa.
Kyla Carnero, our producer, Carla Solorzano, and our associate producer, Zoe Culkin. Open-Ended Films edited and mixed this episode's audio. Our head of production is Sammy Allison. Special thanks to Tamika Balance-Kalasny, and of course, the creators of Gachiakuta, Kei Urana and Hideyoshi Andou.
I get more thankful for them every day.
I know.
Every day, dude.
I know.
We'll be back next week with even more Gachiakuta, the finale.
The last one.
One last
So-
ride.
One last ride.
One
What are you, the
last
Undertaker
ride.
now?
I'm getting too old for this.
Too old
There's
for this
nothing you can do about it.
There's literally nothing you can do about it.
Hashtag Big Buff Arm.
It's my last day before retirement. One more job.
Bye.
Late Asia.